What happens when Dubai's most famous luxury landmark turns off its living room lights for 18 months? For over 2 decades, it has appeared on every postcard and in every dream of a glamorous Dubai. It represents relentless extravagance, but this time, behind the glass and perpetual lights lies an unusual silence. A symbol that once dictated the game for the super rich has suddenly stepped away from the stage, away from the real flow of travel money. And as always, please note that all content in this video has been researched and compiled by our team from various sources. Therefore, if there are any errors or points that need correction, please feel free to comment below so we can update and correct them promptly. Reuters reports that the Burj Al Arab will close for 18 months for its first major renovation since opening in 1999. The project is being led by interior architect Tristan Auer. Behind this renovation announcement lie a series of strategic variables that need to be deciphered. Because the Burj Al Arab is more than just a hotel, it is part of Dubai's image. Therefore, its closure is not simply about interior repairs, but a signal that needs careful interpretation in the context of luxury tourism under pressure. To understand why a renovation can become such a big story, we must first look back at what the Burj Al Arab once represented for Dubai. Back in 1999, Dubai didn't have the Burj Khalifa skyscraper, the Palm Jumeirah Islands, or the global haven for the super rich. Opening then, the Burj Al Arab was a defiant declaration from a desert city. Dubai didn't just want to welcome guests. Dubai wanted to make the world look up to it. Gulf News at the time noted an unprecedented record: a magnificent 321-meter-tall structure standing independently on an artificial island off the coast of Jumeirah Beach. It became a global symbol of architectural innovation and ambition. Before Dubai had a host of other luxury resorts, the Burj Al Arab was the pioneering flag bearer. It didn't just sell a luxury bedroom, it sold the unwavering belief that Dubai could create the extraordinary. But even those iconic symbols that once captivated the world are now facing a difficult question. Does their former glory still hold enough weight for the new generation of consumers? We're not saying the Burj Al Arab failed. On the surface, Dubai's definition of luxury still gleams, and the icon still holds immense media value. But in the luxury hotel industry, reputation is only the starting point. A money-guzzling machine that has operated for over 25 years cannot survive on memory alone. Behind that gilded facade, the luxury hotel industry is facing a cruel double pressure. On one hand, the supply of 5-star rooms and new luxury projects is constantly being pumped into the market, fragmenting the market share. On the other hand, as Reuters has put this closure in context, the weakening of regional tourism due to geopolitical conflicts and air travel disruptions is casting a dark shadow over international visitors. Of course, Jumeirah Group never officially linked this major renovation to the decline in demand. That's the unwritten rule of the ultra-luxury world: never reveal vulnerability. The hardest thing isn't building more rooms, but maintaining the exorbitant prices, enormous operating costs, and sense of exclusivity in an increasingly crowded and risky market. If the icon remains beautiful but the market is getting tougher, when does the glamour begin to turn into pressure? That pressure doesn't appear with a declaration of collapse. It appears with a concrete detail: the icon's doors closing. The doors that once welcomed the elite are now closed. Reuters reports this is the biggest overhaul since 1999. Guests who had booked rooms at Jumeirah are being transferred to nearby establishments. An 18-month closure may be a necessary renovation, but for the Burj Al Arab, exiting the market is a massive economic move. The crack isn't a crumbling hotel. It's a harsh realization. Even the strongest icon cannot stand still when the market changes so rapidly. With the closure, an iconic experience temporarily disappears from Dubai. But if it's just renovation, why is this timing so sensitive? Closing for 18 months carries two layers of meaning. On the surface, it's a major restoration and upgrade of the heritage site. But at a deeper level, it's a defensive strategy. The withdrawal of this ultra-luxury property comes at a time when the market is facing significant headwinds. Reuters warns that geopolitical tensions threaten Gulf tourism, disrupt air travel, and deter affluent travelers. Tourism Economics estimates the region could lose 38 million visitors this year. We cannot conclude that the Burj Al Arab closed due to a lack of guests. But amidst this weakening environment, it's a classic defensive move. In the luxury industry, lowering room rates to attract customers is far more dangerous than closing down. Luxury isn't simply about selling services. It's about selling scarcity and exclusivity. It's better to close down to maintain its exorbitant valuation than to compromise and lose its brand prestige. But defense is only part of the equation. The deeper question is the very definition of luxury that this sailing ship represents changing? What made the Burj Al Arab so great in 1999 still amazes today's ultra-rich. This sail once represented overt luxury, bold, opulent, and ostentatious. But luxury has a life cycle. Modern high rollers crave privacy, personalized experiences, and sophisticated design. They seek quieter, more inimitable luxury than gilded spaces. If only the old glamour were retained, the Burj Al Arab would become a heritage to admire, rather than a coveted experience. This restoration isn't simply about redesigning the interior. It's a life-or-death effort to re-establish the reason customers paid the exorbitant price. Is the Burj Al Arab renovating its hotel, or struggling to redefine how Dubai defines luxury? And when an icon must be revamped to maintain its dominance, the cost isn't just in the renovation estimate. Closing for 18 months isn't just about removing 200 suites from the market. This property is the heart of an ecosystem that thrives on the ultra-rich. When the doors close, the chain of fine dining restaurants, Michelin-starred eateries, butler services, and luxury partners immediately experience a disruption in cash flow. Thousands of employees face upheaval. An icon makes money from more than just beds. It makes money from its reputation and its ability to convince visitors they are buying a piece of the Dubai dream. On the risk side, the silence means a short-term revenue freeze and leaves a dangerous void in the ultra-luxury segment. But strategically, it's a ruthless trade-off. The renovation not only refreshes the media and extends the economic life cycle, but also creates scarcity to protect the exorbitant pricing power when it reopens. But the economic cost is only one aspect. The other is the image race between Dubai and its new competitors. Previously, this structure represented Dubai's dream of rising from the desert. It was a statement of exclusivity that astonished the world. But today, as those sails temporarily close, it reflects a harsher landscape. Dubai no longer dominates the luxury chessboard of the Gulf. Rivals like Saudi Arabia, with its multi-billion-dollar resort projects, or Qatar and Abu Dhabi, are constantly setting new standards. Today's super-rich have too many alternatives. Even the greatest icon cannot live forever on its fame. Its meaning is changing. From absolute superiority, it becomes a matter of survival. Adaptability. When an icon remains standing but must temporarily pause to protect its position, is it a sign of strength or a sign of suffocating competitive pressure? The answer will only become clear in 18 months. We shouldn't rush to conclude that the Burj Al Arab is weakening or Dubai is failing. After 18 months of quiet, two scenarios are possible. In the first scenario, if restoration is successful, this tower will become more valuable than ever. It blends its great heritage with contemporary luxury standards. In that case, the closure wouldn't be a retreat, but a pause to initiate a new, higher valuation cycle. But in the second scenario, if it fails to keep up with the new tastes of the ultra-rich, it remains a stunning structure. However, the scepter leading the luxury industry will be shared with emerging Gulf rivals. This symbol may not necessarily be weakened, but clearly its old version has reached the end of its lifespan. And so, the final question isn't whether this tower is still magnificent. The core question is, does it still have the power to make the world believe in the Dubai dream once again? Let's look back at the first image. The Burj Al Arab still stands majestically off the coast of Jumeirah. It sails proudly against the dazzling horizon. But this stillness isn't just a renovation site. It's a moment when an icon questions what it truly represents. It closed not because it lost its value, but because that value was too great to accept wear and tear. But an icon can't live forever on the initial shock. Money can replace carpets, change the lighting, but the real challenge is renewing the sense of wonder. In luxury tourism, the most dangerous thing isn't closing for 18 months. The most dangerous thing is reopening when the world is no longer surprised. If this great icon is struggling to reinvent itself, is Dubai reborn? Or is it bracing itself against a fierce market? If this analysis is valuable, please like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the next investigative journey.